This up here is a crazy stat. So it says nearly half of young men between the ages of 18 to 25 have never asked a woman out on a date or never even asked for a number in person. Y'all see how insane this stat is? Nearly half, almost 50% of young men in my age range has not asked a woman out on a date or haven't even asked for.
Do y'all think that's crazy? I mean, I don't know. To me, that's really not shocking. It's not shocking. I think the internet has exploded in the last 10 years to where now it does put a lot of fear into dudes. Dudes be seeing women deal with dudes who have money, or dudes be seeing women reject dudes. So a lot of dudes take the internet as real life. People think social media is real life, but I mean, are they wrong? Because perception is reality. How you perceive things is your reality. So if you can't decipher between the internet and real life, you gonna lose. That's just what it is. You gonna lose. I'm about to be 32 this year, right? So for me, I'm one of the last eras where, as kids, even in high school, we was outside more than we was inside. And what I mean is, when I was in high school, even in the early days of me being in college, there was no Instagram on the phone. There was no Twitter. Everything we had, like MySpace, Facebook, Bebo, all of that was through a computer. You had to get on the actual desktop. So on the weekends, we was outside playing basketball and football all day long. You know what I'm saying? We wasn't on our phones like that unless somebody text us. Because it's not like the only thing you could do on the phone back then when I was in high school was get on games, get on text somebody, or be on the phone talking. So when I look at this generation today, it's all internet. Like, I couldn't imagine being in college if dating apps were at the forefront. Because when I was at Georgia Southern, if you wanted to deal with a woman, you was gonna have to talk to her. You know what I'm saying?
A number in person. That is unbelievable. And I understand why this stat exists for two reasons. One, we got social media. Like, most guys would just ask a girl more than likely for an Instagram or for a Snapchat, and they'll just, hit her up on Snapchat or Instagram instead of asking for her number and everything. Besides, a lot of girls really don't like to give out their numbers anyway, so they're gonna give out the IG or the Snap. You see a lot of girls on social media anyway, so it's so easy to ask a girl out through social media. And then
See, here's the thing. No matter how much of an internet world we live in and how much of a fast food society it is, you still want to know how to talk to women in public, right? But as men, we put a lot of pressure on ourselves. You know what I'm saying? It starts with talking to women at your job, and you ain't got to try to get at them sexually. Talking to everyday people you work with, when you go to the gas station, when you go to the mall, just being able to, if you at the gym, to say, hey, how you doing today? Hey, what's going on? How's it going today? Just simple stuff like that. That's where it starts at. So that way, when you see a woman that you like, it's not this big thing. It's not a huge thing.
Second point is rejection. People, especially girls, are not rejecting like how they used to reject back in the day. Like, back in the day, they would just say no, and you always hear the term, the worst they can say is no. Nowadays, girls are rejecting guys in like the most disrespectful way possible. And especially through a text. If you get rejected in the most disrespectful way through text, 9 times out of 10, the girl is gonna screenshot that, send it to her friends in a group chat, probably laugh at you.
I think if you come at somebody with respect, if you come at a woman with respect, say, hey, how you doing today? If you come at her like a grown ass man, she's gonna reject you nicely. Versus if you come at her nervously or anxious, or anything where you trying to holler at her, spit some game, yeah, she gonna hit you with the ew, I got a boyfriend, and she gonna hit you with that every single time.
Laugh at you behind your backs, and maybe even post on her story and make it a public post. Nobody wants to be exposed for getting rejected, but this just proves that dating in this generation is cooked like a popular person. But at the end of the day, it is what it is.
Now, I agree with most of his message, right? I don't agree that dating is cooked. I don't like that shit. To me, what you got to understand is, yeah, it's cooked for you if you don't want to put in the work. So at the end of the day, if you just want to give up and quit, that's on you. You just gonna make it easier for guys like us. But the thing is, it don't end there, because you're still competing with all these dudes. You know what I'm saying? The problem with social media is now women have access to all these top dudes when they come to your city. All they got to do is just DM them. You know what I'm saying? So women now, their access is higher. So now a woman will rock with a celebrity, and then yo simple ass will come talk to her, and now she feels entitled, and that's why you get recorded, why you get rejected, because she's used to dealing with this dude who won't take her seriously. He just gonna, have sex with her and be done with her and toss her to the side, and then you try to talk to her when she used to flying first class. So that's the problem. That's how the internet made the game worse, because the access women have, the validation that they get. But you can't let that stop you. And I know y'all 18 to 25-year-olds, man, y'all are coming up in a time that's different. I understand that, but don't let your ass get destroyed, because what you got to understand, the game is going to only keep getting crazier with these women. So if you're not dating and working on your skills, you need to get started right away, because you're going to get left behind real fast. And I don't think a lot of dudes understand that. You're going to get left behind, because it's only going to get worse. You know what I'm saying? It's only going to get worse. Now, we know all these women that be rejecting dudes and doing ABC. We understand. As they get older, they get washed up. That's what you got to understand. This is why you need to be building yourself up and getting better with women, because eventually the tables are going to turn. That 18-year-old woman, 19-year-old woman right now, yeah, she's having her way like Burger King. She's having her way. But let's see her in 10 years when she got 2-3 kids. So what you got to understand, as a man, you just got to put the work in. You got to improve. It starts with talking to everyday people. Once you can do that, you get comfortable with talking with women, and you build on the wins. You learn from the losses. See, a lot of men are giving up because they have this scarcity mindset. You seen people get rejected on TikTok, and now you don't want to deal with no women. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people have this mentality that every woman is like that, which is a stupid mentality, because everybody is not the same. You know what I'm saying? You got to deal with you got to figure out which woman wants you, but also too, you got to make sure you're putting your best self out there to attract that woman, to get her. But you got to be able to talk to her. You got to be able to have a conversation with her. You got to be able to get her number and not be afraid, or let me play it safe and let me just get her Instagram. You got to be direct. You got to be assertive. You got to go for what you want. Those are the type of dudes that women want. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, this is an internet era growing up in. So what? Use it to your advantage. At the end of the day, a lot of dudes are looking at it, it's like, oh, I don't want to talk to women, they're gonna reject me. That's a horrible mindset to have. Even Chris Brown gets rejected. So like I say on every video, man, this is why we must continue to put ourselves first. All right, guys, that's my video for today, man. I appreciate you guys for coming over to the channel, and as always, make sure you continue to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and I'm gone.